Picture a two-room apartment in Chennai, India. No computer, no car, barely enough space for a family of four. A boy sleeps beside his younger brother, sharing everything, owning almost nothing. Yet inside that boy's mind, something enormous is quietly taking shape.
His name is Sundar Pichai. Today he runs Google, a company used by over 4 billion people every single day. He did not come from money. He did not come from connections. He came from Chennai with a scholarship, a borrowed belief, and a plane ticket that cost his family an entire year's wages. This is not a story about privilege. It is a story about what happens when relentless curiosity meets the courage to leave everything behind. Chennai, India, 1970s. A city of 10 million people, heat, noise, and relentless ambition. Pichai Sundararajan was born on June 10, 1972, into a family of modest but dignified means. His home was a two-room apartment, small enough that he shared a bedroom with his younger brother every night of his childhood. There was no car in the driveway, no television on the wall, and for years no telephone either. And yet something extraordinary lived inside those walls. His father, an electrical engineer at the British conglomerate GEC, brought home the language of circuits and systems. He showed his son how technology could quietly reshape the entire world. Sundar listened and absorbed everything around him. While other children played in the Chennai streets below, he memorized phone numbers, hundreds of them. A mind was quietly training itself for something it could not yet name. He had never touched a computer, had never even seen one up close. But the hunger, the deep burning curiosity was already. Not every scholarship changes a life, but this one did. In 1993, Sundar Pichai earned a place at Stanford University, one of the most competitive engineering programs on earth. His family celebrated. They also quietly panicked. The plane ticket alone cost the equivalent of a full year of his father's salary. For a family that had never owned a car, that number was staggering. They paid it anyway. They believed in him that much. Pichai packed what little he could carry and said goodbye to Chennai. He left behind the two-room apartment, his brother, and everything familiar. He was 21 years old, flying toward a country he had never seen. Almost nothing in his hands, but something that couldn't be weighed. Growing up without had quietly built a hunger inside him. That hunger would become his greatest asset. Stanford was everything Sundar had dreamed of, and nothing he was prepared for. The campus was beautiful. The price of everything else was brutal. A simple meal could cost what felt like a week's worth of back home. He couldn't afford a backpack, not at first. This was a young man whose family had sacrificed a year's salary just to get him here. And now he stood in a campus bookstore, quietly calculating whether he could buy the basics. The financial pressure was relentless, but the cultural distance cut even deeper. Everything moved differently in America. The pace, the language, the unspoken rules of belonging. Pichai was brilliant. He was also alone, yet he didn't retreat. He studied harder. Quietly, stubbornly, he refused to let the weight of the distance break him. By 2004, Sundar Pichai had survived the struggle. He had a Stanford degree, an MBA from Wharton, and stints at Applied Materials and McKinsey behind him. Then Google came calling, and everything changed. He joined as a product manager, one voice among thousands of brilliant minds. But Pichai saw something others had missed. The web browser, the very gateway to the internet, was broken. Slow, clunky, controlled by competitors. He championed a radical idea. Google should build its own browser. Executives pushed back. The project was risky, expensive, and audacious. Pichai pushed harder. On September 2nd, 2008, Google Chrome launched. Within 3 years, it became the most used browser on Earth. Billions of people now move through the internet on a product he had fought to create. That quiet engineer from Chennai had just redrawn the map of the digital. In August 2015, Sundar Pichai became CEO of Google. The boy who once shared a bedroom in Chennai now led one of the most powerful companies in human history. Google Search alone processes over 8 billion queries every single day. Android, which Pichai championed, now powers more than 3 billion active devices worldwide. YouTube reaches over 2 billion logged-in users each month. Google Cloud generates billions in annual revenue, competing with Amazon and Microsoft at the highest levels. Then, in December 2019, Pichai ascended further. Named CEO of Alphabet, Google's parent company, Alphabet crossed a $1 trillion market valuation on his watch. Under his leadership, Google has become a defining force in artificial intelligence. Gemini, Bard, and DeepMind breakthroughs are reshaping medicine, science, and human communication. His company's products are woven into the daily lives of more than 4 billion people. From a family that once saved a year's wages for a single plane ticket to steering a $1 trillion empire touching every corner of the planet. Sundar Pichai did not arrive in America with connections, capital, or a safety net. He arrived with a scholarship, a single bag, and a mind that refused to stop asking questions. His family sold a year of their lives just to buy him a plane ticket. That is not a footnote. That is the entire weight of the story. For every immigrant watching this right now, you already know that weight. The distance from home, the sting of starting over, the quiet fear that maybe you don't belong. Pichai never stopped belonging. He simply kept going, through Stanford, through Google, through every room that wasn't built for someone like him, until the world had no choice but to hand him the keys. Your origin is not your ceiling. Curiosity is a compass, persistence is a passport, and the courage to leave home may be the greatest advantage you will ever carry. If this story moved you, subscribe to Immigrant Blueprint. A new story drops every week.